Hello, and welcome to AwesomeBooth.com, your source for the most awesome photo booth experience. Photo booth is a great way of capturing those precious moments a traditional photographer isn't able to do. We offer an all-inclusive package that provides unlimited photo prints, festive hats and props, high-resolution images, and also includes a beautiful scrapbook photo album. The first step in the planning process is to have your event date set. Once you have that, simply give us a call or fill out our basic online form to register your unique event details with us. We offer affordable pricing for all types of events and special occasions. No modern event is complete without having a photo booth. Imagine the fun and memories that you will create with your family and friends with AwesomeBooth. We can't wait to help you create the time of your life at your next event, so give us a call at 734-558-0908. Make it a great day. God bless.
Hello, this is Mark Cotter speaking with AwesomeBooth.com. And what do we do with Photo Booth? Well, just like you hire a DJ, you hire a photo booth, and we provide a service at parties and events. We set up before the guests arrive. We cover the cocktail social hour. It's something that's an icebreaker for the party, something that the guests can do right when the party starts before the DJ has even begun playing dance music or introduced the wedding party if it's a wedding or made any type of announcements. The photo booth really is the thing that gets the party going. It becomes part of the entertainment. It's group activities, it's team building, it's fun for the whole family, not just for kids. In fact, as the party progresses into the night, more adults will use the photo booth. People will start out as couples taking their pictures, and then later on they'll grab their friends and they'll come in for group shots. So that's what's nice about our photo booth setup, is that it's a real photo booth. There's a camera, there's a table, the operator works behind the scenes. They don't have to lean in front of the computer monitor or get in the way. It's not awkward like being in front of all the guests, because you get to go behind the curtain and you see everything on the exterior viewing monitor. So as people are standing outside the booth, they get to see everything that's happening on the computer screen, so the people inside the booth can take silly and funny pictures, and they're not embarrassed because they're not out in the open in front of everyone. And our photo booth setup is becoming increasingly rare because it's a larger setup. It actually looks like you hired a photo booth. It's not just an iPad or a cell phone swinging around. And you'll find if you're shopping around, there's a lot of competitors out there with very minimalist systems, and I've seen them before set up in the middle of a room. You'll see an iPad on a stand, and it looks like a kiosk at an airport. People don't know what it is. So that's why DIY photo booths really don't work. They don't get as many pictures done. A lot of competitors are digital only. That means they don't do printing. And some of the folks out there that do printing say the unlimited pictures, but then when it comes to the printing, they only give you 2 prints per session. Awesome Booth is truly unlimited. If there's 10 people in the shot, every single time we crank out photo prints to make sure that everybody gets a copy, even if little Timmy does it 10 times in a row. Yeah, and there's always a little Timmy, you see. But especially for those group shots, if there's 8 people in the booth, which there very frequently is, all 8 people get a print, and that's the most asked question. Oh, do we get a print? The guest will say. And I couldn't imagine telling a guest, oh no, the client didn't pay for that option, so we can't give you a photo print tonight because we only make 2 per session. And that's what the other companies are doing out there, and they're not letting people on to that. You see, we've been doing photo booth for 15 years. We are one of the original photo booth companies, and we've provided the printing service ever since the beginning. We create the beautiful scrapbook photo album all during the event, and that's what we do. The first picture goes on the scrapbook page. All the guests get to sign and decorate the book. We say, come on over, write something for the bride and groom or the guest of honor. You'll sign your name, you get to write a message, happy birthday, happy wedding. And then we have stickers and markers and decorating supplies. So, and where else would someone spend 5 hours putting a book together like that? It only happens at our parties and events, you see. And that's the fun of it. That's the activity. That's what we do when we're there. And the operator truly is full service. Our camera tilts up and down. It zooms in and out. Little kids don't have to stand on a chair to get their pictures taken because the operator can make all of those adjustments behind the scenes. And that's what we do. We work to get better pictures for you. And it's a fast photo process. So we do get a lot of pictures done. We average over 100 sessions at every single event. That's between 500 and 600 prints per event that we do. And so we have to be prepared with the supplies, the paper and ink, everything that goes with the photo booth, all of the hats and props. We pack and load the van, we take the day off of work, we get a babysitter for the kids. You know, whatever we have to do for that day, your event is our thing that we're doing that day. So our pricing is per event typically. We don't charge by the hour if we're going to pack the van and travel and set up and be ready to go at the start of our parties. Your event is our thing that we do for the day. It just is. So we give you up to 5 hours. Anything from 2 to 5 hours is our starting package. If you want to need more time than that, if it's a longer wedding or an all-day fair or a festival or a community event, give us a call and we'll discuss those details. But normally 5 hours is plenty of time, you see. And that's what we do. We're there. We don't just come in for, say, 2 hours and take a couple pictures and pack up the photo booth right when the party's hopping, or try to do our setup right in the middle of toasts and speeches at a wedding when you're already 2 hours into the party. So I think that's what my clients want from us and from me, is someone they can communicate with, someone they can text on the phone, someone they can check in and say, hey, are you coming? Are you on the way? We coordinate with the banquet hall managers. So especially if you're planning a formal event, a wedding, a company party, most any type of event, it really doesn't matter if it's a birthday or a backyard picnic. My clients want to know that everything's going to be set and ready when their guests arrive. And that's what we do. So you'll find other companies out there, whether they're cheaper or even more expensive than our pricing, they do those things. They'll offer a shorter time period. They'll charge for a la carte items, the scrapbook, the hats and props, even logo design. They'll have separate pricing in addition to their base price. Whereas with AwesomeBooth, everything is included. We don't nickel and dime the clients. We just have a flat rate. You get us for the whole party. Whatever you need, we're there for the guests. And everything's set and ready to go by the start of the party. And that's what makes my clients happy for the last 15 years. That's how we do it. And you got to do it. Do it. AwesomeBooth. Give us a call. The funny thing about the business that we're in is every year we have to put events on the calendar. And so we reach out to people, we do bridal expos, we do public events, and that's how we do fill up. We get busy. Imagine all the people planning graduation parties, their backyard picnics, company parties throughout the summer. That's really our busiest time. So we have very limited Saturday events. Most of our parties happen on a Saturday, not a Tuesday or a Thursday. So those are our prime days. You see, everyone's fighting to get all of their vendors and party plans in order for those few Saturdays throughout the year. And that's what we do. So once those dates are filled, we try to do no more than 3. We have multiple setups. We've got backup equipment, multiple printers, backup cameras, backup computers. The questions that people don't think to ask the other companies when they're shopping around, I like to mention and say this is what we do, because our events are so important. It's as if they were our own parties, you see. And that's how we treat our events. We wouldn't think of canceling. So, and that's a thing to mention, is that there's some companies out there, unfortunately, that if they're in the $300 to $400 range, when that higher paying event comes along, they cancel on folks and they take the $800 party if they're able to sell it, you know, whether it's a wedding or they add more features and things like that. So, you know, I think our pricing is middle of the road and it's affordable, and everyone's happy with the photo booth and the service that we provide. And I think if there was something better out there, we would have it, you know. And there are different options with photo booth, but with our system, it really does everything that you need. It takes the 4 pictures in the row. It has a live preview. It has a recorded voice that talks to people inside the booth. That's always something fun, and people are surprised by that. And if you book the green screen system, it has digital backgrounds. Sharks, dinosaurs, the Great Wall of China, Mount Rushmore, yeah, things like that. If you have a theme to your party, if it's a graduation, you can have all graduation events. If it's a certain religion, you can have religious backgrounds. A love theme for a wedding, perhaps, hearts and the beach themes. All sorts of possibilities with the green screen. Kind of like a newsman on a weather map. We hang the green screen and the computer does the rest. So, and our unique feature is the video shout-out booth. So imagine all of your guests recording a personal message to you right inside the photo booth, and then it takes the pictures. That's the most fun. The guests get so carried away sometimes. You'll hear them laughing and carrying on inside the photo booth, and that's where the fun really happens. And we take all those video clips and make a movie, put it on YouTube. We'll send the link to your phone so you can watch it and share it with everybody right on your cell phones. That's the video shout-out booth. People, they'll say, "Congratulations, we love you," etc. And sometimes it picks up on the DJ's music in the background as well, so that kind of makes a little soundtrack throughout the night as you watch the video. And you get about a 6 or 8 minute video from it, and enough to share with everybody and get those personal greetings. And of course the hat and prop display, oh, that's the most fun. People will spend more time choosing their hats and props than they do actually in the photo booth, because it's such a fast photo taking process. And I've seen other photo booths out there that take longer. You see, with the software, everything is programmable, so you could make the timing of the photo session longer or shorter, and there's all sorts of different settings. And I think we've got a really good timing down where it's not too fast and it's not too slow. It keeps people's attention. And the fun part is, after they take their 4 pictures, a lot of people will say, well, let's do it again, you know, or maybe they'll take 2 sessions and they want to see which picture is the best picture, and maybe they'll choose, you know. So we're right there with the guests, talking to them through the curtain, but behind the table. You see, we're always telling people to smile for the camera or stand back, and we coach the guests through the photo taking process, because most people will come up to the photo booth and say, okay, what do we do? So you really have to have someone that's there, that's interactive, that's dressed for the occasion, that's talking to people, smiling, not just sitting down at a table. Yeah, it's so much more than just an attendant. You know, we're photo booth entertainers. I know it's a cliche, but that's, you really have to interact with the guests at a party, or they don't have fun. They're not going to do it. It's like having a boring DJ or a DJ that sits down. You're not going to get as many people dancing on the dance floor as if you had a energetic, outgoing DJ on the microphone saying, hey, come on out to the dance floor. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're going to limbo. We're going to cha-cha slide, whatever it is. You kind of have to have that person with the photo booth opening the curtain, saying, stand back, smile for the camera, come on over to the table, sign your name, write a message. You're coaching them throughout the process of their session. And sometimes guests only do the photo booth one time. They'll come up as a couple or a husband and wife, and maybe they haven't had a drink yet. Maybe they're not drinkers at all, you know, so they're kind of shy. So they want to have someone explain to them what to do. And I would say a lot of people at a party come up and they say, okay, what do we do? Well, you pick out your hats and props and you step right into the photo booth, you know. And we say that 150 times during a party, but it's the same procedure over and over again. And that's how you work a party. That's how you work an event. And that's what we do that you don't get with a rental or just an iPad on a stand, and those type of things. That this is a real photo booth. It's a full service setup with a red carpet. I mean, it's the works. It's got a disco light on the top of it. Everything you need. The beautiful scrapbook photo album, the memory card, all the pictures are saved digitally, of course. And then especially if you do the video shout out, you're going to get the movie afterwards. So that's basically what we do. And that's how we make our events a success. So give us a call. Let us know what we can do. We'll be there. We'll do the setup. And it keeps the party going. That's what Photo Booth does.